Hey guys, what's up? It's your boy Stevie the Black. That's STEVEE the Black, and I'm back for part 2 of what WWE should have done with Roman Reigns. This video, this two-part series, is basically explaining what WWE should have done with Roman Reigns to get Roman Reigns on the crowd's side, because Roman Reigns has come back to the WWE after his injury, and he was getting booed again by the WWE universe. Like, no matter what the WWE does, no matter what Roman Reigns does, he cannot seem to get on the crowd's side. But this video and the one from yesterday are designed to have a plan of sorts for Roman Reigns of how he can get the fans on his side. Because a lot of people are saying, you know, Roman, you need to turn heel. Roman needs to turn heel, and then it'll work to his advantage when he becomes face, right? And I can go into a whole dispute about that, but I'm going to do a separate video on that for Friday, okay? So, this video, part 2, but this one is called What WWE Can Do for Roman Reigns, meaning present time, meaning right now, what they can do for him to get the fans on his side eventually. That's right, eventually, because what they do now will not like Roman Reigns no matter what. But if they follow this plan, the WWE I'm talking about, then they can get Roman on the WWE Universe side eventually, okay? So, without wasting any more time, let's do it. Okay, so, part 2, here we go. What's part 1? Roman Reigns wins the title at WrestleMania. That's right. Everything that we know is going to happen. We know Roman's going to beat Triple H for the title at WrestleMania because that's been the plan. That was always the plan. The only way the plan wasn't going to work is if he couldn't compete at WrestleMania. And if that was the fact, then Ambrose would be the one to beat Triple H. But Reigns is ready. He's healthy. He's ready to do it. Reigns is going to win the title. We stick to that plan of Reigns winning the title. Most likely, the fans in Texas will boo. They will not agree with that. They'll be upset. They're like, we don't want Roman as a champion. We despise him, yada, yada, yada. But you got to go with as planned. There's no Daniel Bryan this year. There's no Money in the Bank. There's nothing that can save him. You people know what's going to happen. There's nothing you can do to change Vince's mind this time. And you've done it for the past 2 years. But there's nothing to change him this time. There's nothing. So, what comes next after Roman winning the title? Obviously, I don't see any way where Triple H wouldn't invoke his rematch clause. So I'm going to say that Triple H invokes his rematch clause for payback. And Roman Reigns, again, it might be some 2 out of 3 falls or whatever. Some kind of match where it's kind of stacked up against Roman where he really can't win the match. And Roman will find a way to win the match. And again, I believe Roman Reigns and Triple H will have a fantastic match based on Dean Ambrose and his match, based on Dolph Ziggler and his match. I know you're like, those are 2 different people from Roman. I know that's true, but Reigns can have a good match. When Reigns had a good match, despite the fact you didn't like him, you had to cheer. Why? Because it was a good match. And I know the term when people scream, "This is awesome," I know it's kind of overused a little bit too much today, but sometimes there are matches, sometimes there are moments where it truly is awesome, and Roman, I believe he can give a 5-star match. He was doing it late last year. He was doing it before he got hurt in September a couple years ago. He can put on these good matches. So, number 3, the night after Mania, everyone's booing. They don't want Roman as a champion. Roman has the mic in his hands. He's champion. He's like, you don't like me as champ, do you? And everyone's booing. And they're saying, you suck, you suck. And he was like, well, you know what? You suck. You suck. And everyone's really booing now. They're really going boo. And we're like, oh man, he's heel. And he hasn't turned, I guess when you turn on the fans, you're officially a heel. But Roman, it's going to be different, right? Now, I'll explain that later, but let's just go back on. That's right. So he tells the fans they suck. He's like, I put on these awesome matches for you. I come out, I perform, I put my heart out, and you people, yet you refuse to accept me as the future of the WWE. So you know what? Screw you. You all suck. I'm the champion, and there's nothing you can do. There's no Money in the Bank. There's no Daniel Bryan. There's nobody for you. I'm your champion, and you better accept that. And everyone's booing, they're booing, they're booing. So Ambrose comes out and he's like, dude, what are you doing? He was like, you can't turn on the fans because without the fans, there is no WWE. And Ambrose, and Reigns is like, come on, man, don't tell me you buy into that bull crap. Now, notice here, I'll bring back what I said earlier. When you turn heel, it usually means when you turn on the crowd or you turn on your friend or something like that, right? Reigns is going to be different. He turns on the crowd, but he hasn't necessarily turned on Ambrose because he knows what it feels like to be stabbed in the back, and he doesn't want to put Ambrose through that. So he's like, come on, man. Like, look, we have each other, man. We don't need these people. It's us. It's always been us. We're the brotherhood. When Seth betrayed us, it was me and you against the world. When you left to go do your thing and I went to go do my thing, I always knew if I was in trouble, you would have my back. These people have never had my back. They never will have my back. But I got your back and you got my back. And Ambrose is still like, no, man, no, man. These people, they're awesome. The people are the reason why we do what we do. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here and everything. And he's like, come on, man. So, Ambrose is like, he's trying to convince him, but obviously it's not working. But Stephanie comes out again, and she's like, you guys are going to have a match tonight, because she's mad that Triple H lost, so she puts him in the match. You two against all 4 members of the League of Nations, or all 4 members of the Wyatt family. You're going to, what do you call it? You're going to, face them in a 2-on-4 handicap match, right? So that's the main event. Main event's going on. It's back and forth. The Wyatts, we'll say the Wyatts to the League of Nations, whatever. 4-man group. They're dominating Reigns. Reigns goes for Roman's in the match, right? And he's just booing. He's booing. The crowd is booing Roman. They're like, boo, boo. And they're like, we want Ambrose. We want Ambrose. The whole time the Roman's in the ring, they're chanting, we want Ambrose. Ambrose makes a chat. Everyone's cheering. They're going back and forth. Ambrose is hitting some jabs and he's doing all his moves that he does, everything like that. Bray Wyatt comes in, he hits a couple of moves. Ambrose needs to make a tag. That moment when both the guys like clothesline each other and they both got a tag in their partner at the same time. Anyway, so Dean goes for the tag. He's about to tag in Roman, and Roman steps down from the ring post or the ring side. He steps down. And everyone's booing, and Dean's like, bro, what the heck? He's like, are you really about to do this? So he turns around and hits Sister Abigail, or maybe a discus clothesline from Luke Harper. 1, 2, 3, match is over. And everyone's in shock. They're like, what just happened? Obviously, they're still booing Reigns. They're saying, you suck, you suck. And he's just in the ring, and he's just like, Ambrose is all confused. And the announcers are like, what is going on here? And so Ambrose gets in the ring. Not Ambrose. Reigns gets in the ring, and he's just looking at Ambrose, and he's just like, and Dean's all like, why, bro? Why'd you do that? And he tries to leave. Ambrose grabs him and, Superman punch or whatever like that. And so now Roman's beating down Ambrose and everything like that. And the crowd is booing. They're like, boo, 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 boo. So let me pause right here and just say for a moment. You see the similarity here? The only true way that Reigns will be a heel is if he turns on Ambrose. Because when you turn on your best friend, that's when you're really sick and sadistic. It's different if you turn on your tag team partner. It's different if you turn on your group. But when you turn on your best friend, when you turn on the guy in the world who you call your brother, when you turn on the guy who knows you have your back, that's when you know. That's when the crowd knows, bro, this dude is sick. What is going on in his mind? When Triple H turned on Shawn Michaels, everyone was like, bro, these guys are like brothers. What is he doing? And he's like, I'm trying to make a name for myself. I'm the new Mr. WrestleMania. I'm the Heartbreak Kid. You roll on the show. If your time is done, it's my time now. All that stuff. And they got into some good matches, believe it or not. They did. They put on a heck of a matches. And we know Ambrose and Reigns can do the same thing. So next week, Reigns comes out and he's like, Ambrose, I don't want to say it's personal, but I don't want to lie to you either. You know me better than that. Matter of fact, nah. We're going to have Ambrose. He calls him out, but whatever. Reigns comes out. He's explaining to him what I did. I don't want to lie to you, say it wasn't personal, but it was. All during the match, when I was fighting the Wyatts, the people were chanting, we want Dean. Let's go Ambrose. They want you. They don't want me. And I just couldn't take it anymore, so I took myself out of the match. I turned on you because you represent these people. you represent these people. These people love you, so I'm going to destroy it. And I don't love these people. These people suck, and I'm going to destroy what these people love most, and that's you. And so we're excited. You know, it's Extreme Rules coming up. It's Ambrose and Reigns. It could be in any kind of match. Extreme Rules match, Chicago Street Fight, if they're in Chicago, ladder match, tables match, whatever. It's going to be awesome. They're going to have a match. They're going to be in a feud. But unfortunately, Reigns is just too much for Ambrose. In the past, they were kind of kidding around with each other, even though they were being serious. But in the end, this is for the WWE Championship. And Reigns is the champion, and he's not letting go. And he destroys Ambrose. I mean, every time these guys lock up, you fear for Ambrose's life. Like, you feel like this dude who once called him his brother is literally about to kill him. So, then they have 2 or 3 more matches, but Ambrose just cannot overcome. He tries, but he just can't do it. And when all hope seems lost, the next night after like their 3rd match, Rollins comes back and he's demanding his championship rematch because he never lost it, and technically they were supposed to have their match at Survivor Series. So now they're gonna have a match. You know, it's gonna be good. And Randy Orton, when he comes back, they're gonna have a match, and we all know, you can't deny it, with Reigns as champion, WWE is going to have them and John Cena, which was also a match we also wanted to see. But the thing with this one is, people will be booing because they don't like Cena, but they don't like Reigns. I mean, do you remember TLC? They were chanting, "We want Cena." They hate John Cena. They cannot stand John Cena. But that's how much they dislike Roman Reigns so much that they will cheer for another guy who they hate. Literally, 2 years ago at the Rumble, when Reigns was going to win, they were chanting, "We want Rusev." They can't stand Rusev. Yet and still, that's how much they don't like Roman Reigns. I mean, literally, WWE, can you see the picture here? They're cheering for guys who shouldn't be cheered for. They were cheering for Triple H a couple weeks ago when he was beating the crap out of Roman Reigns, and they were loving it. They were loving it. Literally, they were cheering for Rusev. They were chanting for John Cena, who wasn't even there. Literally, can you see the bigger picture here that maybe we should turn him heel? Maybe this isn't working. Maybe we need to go a different route. A lot of people are saying, including my own friends who love wrestling, saying, yo, Vince needs to step down. He just can't do this anymore. And you know what? I don't know. We can give him a chance. He can still put together some good storylines. It's just, I mean, you gotta let Triple H get some input. I believe Triple H was the one who wanted to turn him heel. But Vince gets the final say, and he's like, no, we're going to keep him face. It's not going to work. It may have semi-worked for Cena because he has the kids, but everyone's booing Roman. Well, maybe like 90% is booing Roman, 10% is cheering for him. But at least with Cena, it's 50-50. The women and the kids, the guys are the only ones booing Cena. Anyway, so yeah, he's beating Rollins, he's beating Orton, he's beating Cena. We even throwing AJ Styles in there because maybe he can be the one to do it. But he can't. He just can't get it done. So finally, we're like, can anybody end Roman Reigns? Can anyone stop this guy who's going psycho, who's going crazy, who cannot be stopped? Can anybody stop him? Yeah, so we're like, can anybody stop Brock? Can anybody stop Roman Reigns? Can anyone put an end to it? And then we hear this. I don't know if you can hear it. The one guy who can end the reign of terror, the beast, the conqueror, the guy who decimated John Cena at SummerSlam, the guy who ended the streak, Brock Lesnar. He is the WWE Universe's last hope. He is the WWE Universe's last hope. He is the only one who can stop Roman Reigns. And these two are going to have a rematch at WrestleMania. That's right. They're going to have a rematch. And make it Brock's element you want to do it. And because of Reigns and what he's been doing all this time, He's cocky. He thinks he can best the beast this time. He knows it. He's a champion. And, man, when that bell rings, let's just say, he beats him worse than he did Cena. He destroys him. He breaks his arm, almost snaps his neck. And everyone, basically, Brock Lesnar reminds him, there's only one beast. There's only one conqueror. There's only one Brock Lesnar. And that's him. Reigns gets destroyed. He gets destroyed. He gets humbled. He gets humiliated. And everyone's like, my God. And it's all building because they want you to feel, the WWE wants you to feel sympathy for Roman Reigns. They want you to feel like, God, did you see the beating he got yesterday? But I think slowly but surely, some will. But slowly but surely, it will happen. The next night on Raw, Reigns comes out. He opens up the card. There's no booing. But he's just like, he's not a face. So don't confuse it. He's not a face. He's still heel. But he's just like, he wants to say something, but he can't. He looks at the camera, drops the mic, and just walks out the ring. That's it. Because literally, Brock Lesnar manhandled him. Literally, Brock Lesnar decimated him. Literally, Brock Lesnar humiliated him. Made him his you-know-what. Brock made Roman his you-know-what. That's how bad of a beating he got for Brock Lesnar. He thought he was this big, bad, tough guy. But Brock is just unstoppable. Brock is the beast. So, he'll be gone for a couple of weeks. He'll come back. He'll try, and maybe he'll face Ambrose Lesnar again for a rematch if he wants it. The WWE or Shane, I guess, whoever's in charge, will offer him another shot. They'll say, if you want it, you can face Brock Lesnar at Payback or Extreme Rules or whatever the pay-per-view will be. You can face him if you want your rematch. And Reigns is like, I'll try. But he can't get into the ring. Like, we don't see him again into that Monday Night Raw. And he's in the ring with Brock and Paul. And Paul's just like, I can see the fear in your eyes. You look out. You wake up at night. You stay awake at night. And you can feel the beating. You can see it. You have nightmares about Brock Lesnar decimating you. You have nightmares about Brock Lesnar not molesting, but just basically ripping you apart limb from limb. Almost breaking your arm. Well, did I say he broke his arm? Yeah, I did say he broke his arm. He can even say he made him tap out, because WWE would be like, you tapped out. You tapped out. So he won't be getting his rematch. But it's like he made him, again, you know what. So Reigns isn't a face, but he's humbled. Some people are feeling bad for him because he was this monster beast and he was destroying anyone, and then he came past Brock and he just couldn't do it. Anyway, sometime down the road, Roman Reigns returns. He's still a heel, but this time Ambrose and Rollins, they're in a feud. I don't know who they be in the feud with. Maybe some new tag team or something. And they just can't seem to best this team. They've tried different combos. They've tried Cena. They've tried Ambrose. They've tried Cena. They've tried AJ Styles. They've tried, I don't know. Who else would they try? Sami Zayn, maybe. I don't know. They've tried every combination they want. And they're in the ring and they just get decimated. And everyone in the crowd's like, what would they be chanting? What are they chanting? Oh, they'd be chanting, we want Shield. We want Shield. We want Shield. Or maybe they'll be chanting Roman Reigns or something. And Reigns, and they're like, we got no choice. We've got to ask Roman for his help. They go to Roman and he's like, no, I'm not helping you. That's your problem. I'm not doing it. I'm not being involved in that. And secretly, he wants to help. He's battling his demons still. He still sees Brock Lesnar whenever he closes his eyes. Because remember, he's coming back. But it's like, he just can't accept. He's like, I can't do it. But finally, after weeks of begging, maybe even the group that was attacking Ambrose and Rollins attacked Reigns or something, called him out something, he's like, I'll do it. He joins in the fight. They beat this mysterious team, whatever they are, and they become victorious. And then Roman goes like this. And the Shield has been reunited again. The Shield is a brotherhood again. And the people will love it. As I said yesterday, people love it when tag teams reunite because it's just a beautiful thing. And what better way to turn Roman face, to get him back on the crowd side, than by having him rejoin the Shield, the group that made all of them famous. And you can have them for a couple months, maybe. First time they were there together for about 2 years, year and a half. Maybe a couple months, half a year, however you want to do it. Maybe they win the tag team titles. Maybe they each win the singles. Well, if there's 2 championships, if the brand is split, then one could be United States, other Intercontinental. Shoot, I don't know. Maybe 2 would have to be tag team, and 1 would have to be U.S. or Intercontinental. I don't know, but that's what's gonna happen. That's how it's gonna happen. That's how you get Roman Reigns on the side of the crowd. And then once he breaks off, once the Shield dismembers for whatever reason, let's not make it an internal thing. Let's just make it everyone was going their separate ways. They're like, okay, we don't need the tag team titles. We don't need each other. If we need each other, we'll have each other's back, okay? Keep Roman as this monster beast. He's a face, but every now and then he snaps. And this is what the crowd loves. They love to see Roman snap. They want to see the reemergence of the beast. And maybe WWE will be building him back up again. Building him back up as the guy. Slowly, though. The right way. Not so obvious, but slowly but surely. I don't know. Maybe Lesnar could be the monster heel again. Or maybe he's just still the dominant one. Or maybe it doesn't even have to be for the title. At WrestleMania, at Survivor Series, at SummerSlam, whatever. It's the rematch. Lesnar and Reigns 3. But this time you have Reigns come out on top. Remember, the first match, it got, no contest because Rollins interfered. Second match, Lesnar won. Third match, ends the feud. You have Roman win. And because he beats the Beast, you can even have Brock shake his hand. Something you don't see. You can have Brock just shake his hand and just go like this. Passing of the torch, saying, you're the Beast now. You're the man now. And you would really think, as his Brock, he wouldn't do that. But if the man wants his money, which when he's in the ring, he does a good job. I'll never recall him shaking anybody's hand. But he'll shake Roman's hands, basically passing the torch saying, you're the best now. I don't know if this will be at the end of his 3-year contract or what, but how great of a way. Everyone will be cheering because they'll obviously put on a great match. Roman would obviously be beaten up, but he wouldn't have quit, and he would have finally got the pin on Lesnar. And that is how you get Roman Reigns on the fan side. This video was a little bit difficult to do more than the one from yesterday, what WWE should have done, because I rewrote the whole story. This one is going from now to the future. So, but I love this video. I think it's awesome, and hopefully you do too. So that's pretty much it of part 2 of what WWE can do for Roman Reigns. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember, from that one video, I got another subscriber, so I'm up to 17 now. That may not seem like a lot, which it really isn't in the YouTube world, but one step at a time. We'll try to go to 50, then 100, then get 1,000, and keep going from there, guys, because I'm back now. It's WrestleMania season. Oh, boy. And I got a treat for you. You can quote me on this. Hopefully, I'll find a way to squeeze it in, but WrestleMania week, that Sunday to Sunday, or Sunday to Saturday, or whatever, that last week before WrestleMania, I'm going to do a different video about WrestleMania in honor of WrestleMania week. And it'll be awesome, awesome video. I've been thinking about this for a while, and I figured what's a better way to do it for WrestleMania? What better way to get more subscribers? Everything like that. So, you can expect me back this Friday for a new video about Roman Reigns again. That's why I'm very passionate about this. As I said, I believe people want to like Roman Reigns. It's just they don't like to be told who to like. They don't like to be people being shoved down their throat, and that's why the people just can't accept Roman Reigns. I love Roman Reigns personally, and I know a lot of people who do too. It's just the way he's being booked, he just can't accept him. So another video, again, don't quote me on this for Friday, what WWE does turning heel save your career, does turning heel make your career or whatever. And I got some perfect examples for that, okay? So, this your boy, Stevie the Black, STEVEE, the Black, and I'll see you next time. And if you're not down with that, I've just got 2 words for you. Peace out.